So maybe we change a little bit rather than talking about the unhappy things. So why food? Why do you do food?
Well, lots of reasons. From a quote-unquote business perspective, as someone thinking, I'd maybe like to do content creation for a year or two of my life long term, you never run out of food. Like there's
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats every day. So I would need to eat anyway. I would probably be buying this food anyway because I'm in Hong Kong to try one of the reasons is to try the food, right? So from that perspective, you never run out of content, which I think is, if you're going to post every day, I think one of the big places people trip up is like running out of ideas. I've got it built in that I'll never run out of ideas because Hong Kong will never run out of food, right? But also it's like you can build from that. Like once people will subscribe maybe for the food review, but then you broaden it out slightly. That's like, this is me eating food, but specifically in Hong Kong. Look here, and this is me ordering. But then it's also, as maybe you've seen, like I don't now just do food reviews, and that was always the plan. You know what I mean? So it will always be that maybe 70% of my videos are food reviews because you can produce them quite easily.
So you have this idea before you came to Hong Kong already?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think of the food in Hong Kong in general?
It's delicious. I mean, it's delicious. Like the local Cantonese food is delicious, but also Hong Kong is such an international city that whatever food you want, you can eat. And most of that is delicious as well. It's so cheap as well. I think I'm British, and regretfully in Britain we're facing we call it a cost of living crisis, where everything is very expensive.
Well. If you're comparing it to the UK, then
yes, everything is so expensive. But I'm one of the biggest things that's risen.
But everything is
costs.
Huge. The portions are huge.
Yeah,
but it's expensive.
Yeah,
and don't have any like street food.
No, we don't have street food culture. We have like food markets, like farmers markets, but that's quite bougie in that it's like £10 for like a little bowl of truffle mac and cheese and stuff like that. Very nice food. But we don't have your culture of like 20 Hong Kong dollars for basically a meal.
But how about if you cook yourself?
In Hong Kong? Or?
No.
Yeah, of course you can cook whatever you want.
That would be much cheaper?
Yeah, a lot cheaper than going out to a restaurant. Yeah, but even supermarket prices are rising a lot. Unfortunately, the UK is actually going through a bit of a tough time economically. But yeah, so I really like the diversity of Hong Kong's food, and I really like how cheap it is. Because I just think in general, people should be able to eat nice food cheaply, but also as a content creator who's having to buy a lot of food in order to produce a lot of videos, I hugely appreciate that it's cheap. You know what I mean?
What's your favorite then?
Oh my goodness. I really like your crispy pork belly.
Crispy?
Char siu then?
Yeah. Char siu.
It's so good. Yeah, it's so tasty. I can only have it like once a week because...
Which one did you try?
What do you mean?
Which restaurant? Is there a particular restaurant you prefer? Or
oh no, I have it from
in
anywhere.
General?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
that is an excellent one over here.
I should give it a shot.
Wait, hold on. We're talking about char siu, right? We're talking about roast.
No, your crispy pork belly.
Crispy pork belly.
With the pork crackling.
Oh, 咁咪燒肉咯.
Yeah.
The salty one, not the sweet one.
The salty one. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a hard skin on top.
Okay.
Good taste.
Yeah.
I like that with mustard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I have that about once a week.
Any food surprise you? Like, it looks so good, but it is not tasty, or it looks like shit, but it tastes awesome.
It's the one that doesn't look good but is very tasty is chicken feet.
You try that in.
Was that?
They look scary.
Was that a challenge to you when you first?
The very first time I had them, I bought them plain or like lightly salted. So they didn't look good and they didn't taste that great.
But that one you bought is white in color or orange? White.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't tried the orange one.
But then all the comments were like, "Oh, Kate, it's all about the sauce."
Yes.
I've now tried them like quite a few times since, and it's so true that with chicken feet it's all about the sauce because there's so many little crevices where the sauce can hide. I've had their sweet and sour. I had so many flavors, so good, and you never kind of run out of meat, like because you're always like nibbling around it. There's always more you can find. So the chicken feet, doesn't look good. It's not something we have in the UK.
But did you have that
but
before?
Very tasty. No, never. But then something that
But it must be quite a cultural shock when you first
Yes,
try
yes,
it. Like-
yes.
I've never been to mainland China, but I think like chicken feet is like a small dipping your toe into how crazy things can get in mainland China, right? Because they really do eat everything there. But a food that looks good but is just terrible is durian.
Oh.
I've never had it. I like it just stinks. It's so smelly.
But that's why people like it. Like they like the strong smell. Yeah.
But
And then they like the feeling of it in the mouth. I don't like it.
no,
Yeah.
I don't like
I've
it.
given up on it.
Okay.
I've tried it in so many different ways, but it's just not
You
for
know,
me.
there's many food that is like 嗰個製成品 of durians. 製成品
Food made with durian, basically. Yeah.
Oh, really?
like the snacks, sweets, drinks,
Pancakes.
ugh.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried. Yeah, I've tried.
Mooncakes.
I've tried mochi. I've tried the mooncake. I've tried it in sweet form. But nah,
Okay.
it's not for me.
What's the biggest cultural shock
In general,
in general when you come? Is there one?
well, there's so many.
Many.
One of the things that's, well, you guys aren't a good example of this, but people avoid the hard topics in Hong Kong.
Avoid hard topics.
Yeah, like
Oh,
Well,
kind
if you go really hard, I will also cut that part. It depends what you're talking about.
Oh no. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna. I know what you're
Yeah.
implying. No, I don't mean it. I'm not talking
Like what?
politically, although of course there's that side of it. I just mean like emotionally, people seem a bit more reserved. Is
So you
that
try
fair?
to talk to people and they don't.
If there's like an issue at work, I can't obviously be too specific. I'm not talking about myself,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
people will pretend everything's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
I
but
thought-
they won't even acknowledge it. Or-
No, they will talk without you.
Yeah.
But I thought the Brits are also really good at, phrasing things
Yeah.
indirectly.
It's such
It's
You
not your
I thought-
fault, but
Yeah,
we
yeah,
will.
yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
I thought because Americans
Yeah.
are very direct, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I thought the Brits are also, quite indirect and avoid.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
we are, but not in comparison to you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised.
yeah.
I think like
Is that?
if I had a Cantonese or a Hong Kong colleague and I knew that they were going through a hard time, I now wouldn't say anything. Be just thinking from the perspective like I now have experience. No, that's probably not what they'd want. You know what I mean? Or
Okay.
I'm sure on some level it is what they want, but it wouldn't feel my place to cross
It's
that
not my
boundary.
place to,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? People don't seem to talk about their problems in the same way we do in the UK, which I think does affect friendships. I think a lot of
It's a different way of making friends, I think.
You think?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's so much there's definitely so much pressure in this
Maybe
society as well.
no alcohol yet because
Yeah, alcohol.
Do you
is-
drink?
I used to. I don't drink anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. So living in Wan Chai is probably not the best.
because
Yeah.
I think when you're sitting with them in office, they probably won't talk. But if you go
Yeah.
have a drink with them after work, that
it all comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's true. There's a line you don't cross in the office
yes,
or in
yes,
certain environment.
yes,
I guess
and they
that's
need
true.
some testing. Like I won't talk directly in front of you first and see how you react when I talk to you like this.
Yeah.
And then we will without you, I will talk to your boss or something, just like
Yeah.
case.
There are places where you can really bond. One, of course, is in the bar, and one is in the back staircase when you smoke with people.
Oh
you
yeah.
I think I need to start drinking again and
Oh,
become a
no.
smoking addict.
Nah.
But why did you
Nah.
stop?
Why did I stop drinking? Well, I was drinking a lot. When I started traveling was when I stopped drinking, which was kind of, in a way, it's a shame because you can make such cool memories drinking as you travel. But I was on a very tight budget when I started traveling, and I knew it would go so quickly if I incorporated alcohol into that budget. But also, it's like I'm starting this travel journey in an effort to self-improve as a person, and if I drink, that's gonna sabotage that, or it's just gonna interfere with that. For me, if I'd made the big brave step to move from the UK and to push myself out of my comfort zone in an effort to develop myself, it made sense to pair that with quitting alcohol. So of course I have moments all the time where I'm missing out. there's certain aspects of Hong Kong culture
It will
that
affect your social life.
yeah, it affects my social
Yeah.
life, and it affects my ability to know all sides of the city because
Yeah.
a big part of the city is its nightlife, and I'm not part of it. But
It's fine.
It was a choice
You're not
of
in
choice for me.
sales, so it's
I'm not in
it's
sales.
fine.
Yeah, I'm not in banking. Yeah,
You're not a finance bro.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an attempt to break out from the Scottish
Everyone in Scotland.
stereotype.
Yeah, Scotland has a massive drinking problem.
Yeah.
The more I travel, the more it just seemed just to be the whole world, actually. Like, because I went to Greenland as my first stop.
Oh.
And Greenland, it's like, they're like suicide capital of the world, and they're all insane alcoholics. Like, I'm serious. But it's because there's nothing to do.
Yeah, well,
There's nothing to do.
That's why. But I do think actually, even in Asia, I think the
Yeah.
drinking culture actually has slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like in Hong Kong, at work, we don't actually drink as much as before.
Yeah,
even in
yeah.
China.
Yes.
But I do know there are some places like Korea that's
Korea,
still
they
drinking
drink
like
so
crazy.
much. Russia and Japan, yeah.
Yeah, there are but I think in general it's not that
Yes.
bad
Yeah.
now. How's dating in Hong Kong?
I think in cities it's always easy in that, like, online dating, there's actually people on the apps. You know what I mean?
What do you do? Tinders?
Bumble.
Bumble.
Well, I'm not on it anymore, but I was on Bumble. But like,
Okay.
I think, yeah, unfortunately, if you live in a rural area, online dating doesn't help you that much unless you're willing to drive, 3 hours or whatever. In cities, like I also lived in London, you have the advantage where there is a lot of people online. But the disadvantage of cities is that everyone's very busy. And I think also, like, the option to have so many options doesn't kind of encourage you to fully give individuals a chance. You know what I mean? So there's pros and cons of dating in cities. But I think another big pro is that, like, if you do go on a date, you can go to really cool places. You know what I mean? Like, it's a chance to try a new restaurant, to go on a new walk, etc. So I've now given up on dating in Hong Kong because I'm leaving. It doesn't now make sense for me. But I went on a few nice dates, and yeah, everyone's here is really nice, and I think it's a cool place to date because,
How many dates did you
like 4 or 5,
hear?
Are there any
They're
locals?
all local or foreigners?
they were all locals. Yeah.
All locals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you find them?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you rank
Very,
them?
very busy. They're just too busy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're all working like as lawyers or in banking and like crazy hours. You know what I mean? I just
Okay.
think this is a busy city, right? Also, they all live
Yeah.
with their parents.
So normally when they come to the date, how they introduce themselves? Oh, I'm a lawyer. I'm Henry. I'm a lawyer, and
Yeah,
I
I think
do
if
blah blah blah, or just casual talking, or
Casual talking. No, but I think if you're doing online dating, you've done a little bit of that already, but just online,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, casual talking. I don't do fancy talking.
because I heard from some of my friends, they said most of the time they are like showing off their like education or blah blah blah, and then talking about themselves, but all they want to know is your personality.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I haven't been on. I have to say, like, everyone I've dated has been really nice. I haven't met show-offs, but
so all of them are one-off.
But I don't know if show-offs would go for me. I think, like, if you're showing off, you're after. That's because you're posturing as a certain type of person in order to get a certain type of person. No, so when I first came here, I was in like a relationship. But since then, yeah, it's just been like 1 or 2 dates. The truth is because I've got like a leaving mentality. Like, I know I'm going. So
You're here short term.
yeah,
And you're not looking for a short term relationship.
Well, exactly. I think, like, I like the idea of going on a date, but once it's over, it's like, well, he was nice, but I'm leaving in 2 months anyway. So that's why I just decided to stop because, yeah, now that I'm committed to leaving, I think it's for the best. You know what I mean?
But how about outside the app? I mean,
No,
do you find
no
people?
luck.
No luck.
Well, not that I'm not living my life like trying to seek those interactions out. So maybe that's where I went wrong. But no, I think in day-to-day life, everyone's very busy. Hong Kong is such a busy city.
Yeah.
Maybe also I'm not maybe going to the right places because I don't drink, etc. So I haven't experienced.
Yeah, don't find or knock out.
No, you should add like I'm a backpacker or something like that, so you can find someone that is the same interest as you.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
maybe you can find like companions up that.
Yeah, but didn't you include one in one of your videos?
A date?
Did you? No.
I heard there is a video of you dating app, but I didn't watch that.
Maybe you just mentioned it something. Yeah.
I mentioned I went on a date in thing. Oh yeah, he was in the background, but he wasn't part of the date.
That was it.
Yeah. So he was staying at the Four Seasons because he was on a business trip.
Oh.
And that's why I filmed the room. Because it was like, this is the Four Seasons. It was a room tour.
So that is the misunderstanding.
Okay. Yeah.
So it had nothing to do with him. But also, I had asked him prior to meeting him, like, I know this is really weird, but if you're staying at the Four Seasons, can we meet at your hotel so I can film your room? Because I'll never be able to film it. And then we went out for food,
Okay.
So they're not part of my videos. That was just this is why I'm in the Four Seasons.
And you have no intention of making that part of your life, your content, no?
But I rate this Bumble date a 7 out of 10. Yeah. I could do that.
So are you? Is there something you're looking for though?
Dating?
Anything?
Not now that I'm leaving Hong Kong, but actually I'm just at the stage in life where I don't want to date at all. I just want to be married already. You know what I mean? It's enough to marriage. Well, I want to.
Don't you have to date first?
That's the problem.
Okay.
And may I ask, are you in a relationship?
I'm married.
Oh,
She's married.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice, right?
Not to me, by the way.
No,
People sometimes ask that.
Like it's nice to have a consistent person in your life and to grow
I think
with a person.
most important is I have a partner. I have a lifetime partner.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, marriage is not really important.
No,
but
it's
just for because when we're getting old, we need somebody to sign your hospital or something like that. So we'll have that.
There's such a practical help to having a partner,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure. Like shared living expenses, shared, exactly, practical things. But I think also, it's nice to grow with someone. It's nice to have, like, the thing I've done so many wonderful things in this past year and a half since I started traveling, but because I've done it alone, a lot of it I'm already like struggling to remember. It would be nice if I'd done it with someone where it's like you're just reminiscing about the days.
Yeah.
I'm 100% hopeful that my future involves, like you say, marriage is a technicality. It's the meaningful life partner element that would be nice.
But it's true. Sometimes I also wish that I have a partner to make videos with, but then you also have to remember when you break up, it's also bad for the content.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to involve a relationship with a business.
Do you want kids?
I think so. I'm not sure. Well, I know I really like kids. But I don't know. It's hard to tell. In this day and age, you're already so busy.
Yes.
And then adding kids is kind of crazy. Also, I think you really have to financially more than ever be in a good place.
Yes.
So that puts a lot of stress on you when you're considering it, because if you're, but I know I like kids, so I think that is plan A. Yeah.
And I know we've already passed this topic, but do you think the Asperger affect anything about dating? Because reading social cues is a big part of it.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. I think like as I get older, it does become less relevant. I think also as you get older, your quirks in high school are so against you. Like that's being different is so stressful, and it's such an easy source for people to kind of bully you or think you're weird. But I think as you get older, being a little bit quirky, there is actually attractive elements to other people. So I think for sure there's ways that my Asperger's acts against me. Like I say, quite rigid thinking with my old partner, who I loved very much. I was very regretful that relationship ended. It was very stressful for me that he told me he would do things and then it didn't happen. You know what I mean? It kind of occurred to me after the breakup, like, well, maybe people just say things that they don't mean, or maybe people say things in the moment because it makes the moment easier. But so I was in a relationship where I was told, like, we're both working towards this, and it was actually only me, and it took me way longer than it should to realize, like, okay, just because he's saying it doesn't mean it adds up with his actions, you know
That's
what I
just
mean?
men.
Yeah. Aren't they the worst?
That's just men. What men are like. Nothing to do with any disorder or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just men being men.
Men.
Have you ever dated anyone in the spectrum?
No.
No.
I don't think she should focus on that.
I know she won't, but I mean, sometimes it can happen, right?
I could see it happening. Yeah. Like, there's probably ways that would be quite wonderful that you would only realize once you're in it, where like there's ways you're understood that you didn't realize you need to be understood or whatever. I'm more attracted to people with ADHD, you know, that chaotic energy. You got ADHD?
Yeah, I definitely ADD.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Call me afterwards.
Sure.
I think Hong Kong many people have ADHD.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, they're mostly not diagnosed, but you know, you can tell from interacting with them.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not what I'm seeking. Like, but I'm not against dating someone who's neurodiverse for sure.
Sure. Okay. So last part, anything I can ask you about, you know, being a content creator, you know, how long have you been making videos?
I've on the 30th, so today's Wednesday. On Friday will be the first day I've posted short form content. So 6 months I've now been posting short form content, which is simultaneously like a very long time because it's all consuming. So it feels longer. But then
what's the frequency? Like 6 months? How many videos per week? Or?
Today 250 have been posted.
Oh.
So more than one a day. Yeah. And that's the quickest way to grow, really. But also
but that's hard.
It's
that's
very
really hard.
It's harder than people think. I mean, it's you know, you're not going down the mines. You're not like.
I understand.
But it's harder than people think.
A lot of the your content is kind of your daily life, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? How do you think that affect you, or you know, is that?
I think if you'd asked me before I started making content, I would sort of say it's so bad to always be filming yourself because. You know, who are you when the camera's off, etc., etc. It's not good for you to always be filming yourself. But actually, and maybe this just applies to me, but I have to say it's been really good for me to be filming myself a lot of the time because that kind of puts you in a position where you have to leave the house. You know what I mean? Like there's days that I definitely would have just done nothing with my day. I would have just watched YouTube all day, but because it's like, well, you need to film content and you can't film that content if you're just watching YouTube.
Yeah, it's like a diary.
So you go out and you then actually make legitimate memories, etc. That you get, even if the videos were deleted, you still get the fact that you took a random MTR to a random stop and you walked around for 3 hours. That's really cool. It's been really good for me. It's been good for me in terms of seeing Hong Kong. It's also been good for me mentally to feel productive. And then you have you have these little diary moments, like the little highlights that it gets turned into that, you know, again, even if no one ever watches them, I can watch them. It's nice.
I mean, it's definitely also a good record of your journey in Hong Kong, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel now being how many months?
I've got 2 more full months in Hong Kong.
So you've been here for 9.
I've been here for 10 months.
10 months.
Yeah.
So what do you think
of Hong Kong? I think Hong Kong is, if you're American or British, is such a perfect middle ground of exposing yourself to new cultures whilst having, you know, similarities that relax you and that make you feel comfortable. There's such a big expat community, whilst obviously there's a local community that you can be part of. I think Hong Kong is very much its own place. You know, obviously, it's its own place. Let's just say that. And that's really nice. You feel that you're in a very unique part of the world. And I really like the people of Hong Kong. I really like the food. I think there's probably too much of a commercial side. Like a large element of Hong Kong is like the big malls that you find yourself in all the time. And, you know, you do sort of see maybe like people taking a few too many selfies or being a bit too invested in like trivial trends like the boo boo and all that shit. But no, like you
Do
know,
you need to beep that?
Actually, we are selling these. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But no. Yeah.
like I don't know. There is that sort of chasing expensive rubbish side to Hong Kong that is a bit soulless. But it's not. That's actually not Hong Kong specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
anywhere
just the world.
developed.
Yeah, it's anywhere
Yeah.
developed. Yeah,
But it is like a backpacking style of foodie in Hong Kong. It's not like you are getting into every restaurant and then order a bunch of food and then introduce them. You are like a backpacker just walking around.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think there's enough content like showcasing fancy stuff, but also it just could never be me because I don't have that budget. I don't have those connections. So for me, like making it more day to day was the only realistic way I could start. But I'm so happy with it because it's like I want it to connect with day to day people, and I want to kind of preserve culture in my very small way.
Yeah, because I think one of the reasons some people support you is because they do feel like you are being positive about the Hong Kong culture. I mean, you know, it's not like you are always complimenting what Hong Kong is like. That's not how you do it. But I do think people find that the fact that you are, you know, introducing these food and these
I think for
items in
me
Hong
it's
Kong.
more comfortable and like normal. Yeah, because normally for foodie, we don't actually believe in what they're introducing most of the time right now. So it's like more local.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
More persuading.
I think what I was kind of going for was it's almost purposefully boring, which it sounds like a weird thing to say, but it's like I just really do want it to impress upon people like this is what a normal lunch would be like, right? And I do that partly because it's like that's part of showcasing Hong Kong culture.
Yes.
Like, this is day to day. And, you know, if you're watching from abroad and you're considering visiting Hong Kong, I actually think that's the most endearing way to sell it because it's like you believe what you're seeing because it is just what you're. But also, if you're a Hong Konger, it's like it's nice to kind of feel recognized through these videos. But I think another reason I kind of make it purposefully boring. But obviously I don't aspire it to be actually boring, but just like it's not dramatic in any way, is that just on a more broad level, I think social media does a really bad job of always encouraging people to feel that life has to be extraordinary. And I think if you kind of, in a very small way, like make a normal moment special just through a little bit of editing and like through like a very normal interaction with a local, you can kind of like make the day-to-day feel a bit more special. And I think that's important for us mentally in a world where we're saturated with this idea that like I've got to be in Dubai this week and then I've got to be buying this really cool thing this week and I've got to be having like this amazing relationship this week. That's just not realistic, and I don't think it's good for us.
Yeah, but have you I know you said like 80% of your audience is from here, but have you actually hear from anyone elsewhere that they actually come
Follow
to Hong Kong because of your content?
A significant percentage of my viewers are Hong Kongers who now live in the UK. And so I think for them, they're seeing it through like a cool lens of like, she's doing what I'm doing, but in reverse. And I really like that I can give them a little slice of home every day. You know what I mean? But one of my colleagues who's new, she, on her first day coming in to work, she said, I know you. And she said, when I got the job in Hong Kong, I was looking up on Instagram and I saw you. So she'd already, I didn't make her come to Hong Kong. She'd already decided, but I was part of her research. That was cool. You know, I've had such a wonderful time. And I'm, like I say, I have 2 months, I can pack a lot in. So it's not like I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah, so anything on your list?
So much. Like, there's so many places. So like I say, what I hope is that I can stay in a hostel for 2 months and hopefully in return, like work for them a little bit, but essentially, you know, get free accommodation in return for a little bit of work. So I'll be like a full-time, or at least as close as I can be to a full-time content creator for 2 months. So now I can go everywhere. It's not just like I have this one day a week where I have to find an area. It's like, there's so many hills to climb that I haven't got round to, so many islands.
How do you normally choose? Like, where do you go?
You usually just like choose an MTR stop.
Oh, so you didn't get any research on other people? You just
Very, very rarely.
cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
It's
Very
usually
authentic.
cool.
Oh, yay.
Occasionally you turn up and it's like, oh, this is just a giant mall, or oh, there's genuinely
Did
nothing
you like
here.
cross out an MTR station name every time?
Sometimes,
Really?
yeah.
So
I
how
need to
many
start-
percent have you?
Oh no. Like there's so many stops. I've
Yeah.
done like 15 of them.
Yeah.
But when I get to do it full time after I come back from Nepal, I'm gonna like go to the end of the lines of these like Northern Territory lines and just see what's going on. Like places that are just realistically too far for me to go at the moment. I'm excited. Yeah.
Cool, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you rate it at the end, but I think at least it will be an unforgettable year
Absolutely.
in Hong Kong.
I could not have grown as much as a person as I have this year if I had stayed at home in the UK. So I'm so grateful to Hong Kong, 100%.
So just a disclaimer, this episode is not sponsored by the Hong Kong Tourism Board or whatever.
But it could be.
But don't come.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thanks
you.
for sharing.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there anything
you want to share?
else you want to
at the
share?
end? Promoting yourself.
Yeah.
Well, my Instagram is called Educate, and my name is Kate, so it's spelt with a K. But also, even though it's Instagram that I have the following where I've got 80,000 followers, I'm also, the exact same content is on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube. So, I mean, please follow me there because that's where I need the followers. But there's no pressure. I'm glad you've listened to the end regardless. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
thank
I mean,
you.
I did struggle, like, in terms of, how much we should
Talk
talk
about
to you about
the
the
incident.
potentially
Yeah.
unpleasant things.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for
No stress,
sharing.
man.
I mean, again, another disclaimer. I don't actually know Kate.
No.
We're not. We are not trying to defend her or whatever. We just want to know more of your story or your journey in Hong Kong. And I do think it's very positive in terms of, we do want to talk a lot more about Hong Kong. We do want to
That's
share more stories about the
Yes,
city.
that's absolutely as you should. It's like it's a place with wonderful history, and it's very good for all of that to be on the record, I think. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
problem.
very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.